Hey skiers, it's Bob with skiessentials.com. Welcome to our 2025 ski test. Got a Black Crow's Draco Freebird for you today. This ski returns unchanged from last year when it was invented, I guess, and remains kind of one of the more interesting skis in Black Crow's touring line. So in the catalog, it's in the touring line, and mainly because for its width and length, it ends up being lighter. But definitely has some heft to it. You know, it's definitely one of the more aggressive and demanding touring skis around, and that's fine because there are a lot of people that find themselves on distant mountain peaks and they really need a strong ski to maximize the descent, and not only from a safety perspective but also a performance one. So having something that has some heft underfoot is not all bad news in the backcountry realm. It is built with a blend of poplar and paulownia, so lighter weight paulownia to complement the poplar, and then we get fiberglass laminates as well. So it ends up being kind of a little bit stiffer of a ski. Paulownia is a little lighter and a little stiffer, and then that fiberglass as well. It's a thicker core profile too, so just overall thickness of that core is robust, and that's going to give you a good amount of grip and a good amount of performance underfoot. But it is kind of on the stiffer side with some good energy to it, and at 112 millimeters underfoot, pretty burly ski. You know, if you use it kind of as a 50-50 ski, you'll be pretty impressed with the inbounds performance. But once you get it in softer snow, it makes a lot of sense why this ski is in that touring category. Now, granted, this is a 189 on my scale here. We're at 2,024 grams. It's pretty rare that we see a touring ski, even at this length, kind of top that 2,000 gram mark. So you are losing a little bit of efficiency on the uphill. If you want, pair it with a lighter weight tech binding and a lighter weight boot to go along with it, just to reduce your overall weight, but you know, generally on the heavier side for a touring ski. You know, and a lot of it is just due to the thickness of that core profile. 23 meter radius in this long ski as well. That just kind of allows you to be a little bit more playful and drifty with your skiing and throw them sideways really easily. The tip and tail rocker help with that as well. I think that the tail rocker is kind of the standout characteristic here, so we'll kind of start there. You know, it's long and pretty abrupt. So if you think about it, that this skin fixation notch, if that wasn't there and the ski kind of continued on its course, then it would be like a true freeride twin tip ski at 112 millimeters underfoot. There would be, you know, a lot more talk about freestyle implications versus touring. But you know, use them however you want. It doesn't bother me. I think that because they're so playful and kind of agreeable to multi-directional skiing, even though they are a directional touring ski, you can really get a lot of performance out of them from, you know, a creativity standpoint. Tip rocker starts well down here, and you know, decent taper, nothing crazy. You know, skis that are more heavily tapered usually have a shorter turn radius, but this one ends up being pretty straight in the cut in the middle, resulting in that 23 meter arc. But yeah, built with kind of high, I kind of think of like Black Crow's and Chamonix, kind of looking up at the mountain and thinking, what do we need to get us up and down as best as possible? And that's where this Draco Freebird, I think, kind of comes in the mind of the Black Crow's ski designers, is that they're just kind of, they see a need and then they build the ski to fill that need. And that's what this thing is for. So pretty cool to see that kind of come to life. But you know, for most skiers, it's a little bit overkill from a weight and a shape perspective, unless you're in those types of big mountain zones. So not a whole lot of intermediate skiers going to be looking at this thing. Even for a resort powder ski, it's on the heavier side. So if you're kind of in that advanced and expert realm with a touring kind of a dream or a notion, then this is right in the wheelhouse. And make sure you check out this Black Crow's Draco Freebird here at skiessentials.com, and we'll see you out there on the hill. Bye.